Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Saturday night. Welcome back to ROM Hack Races. How's it going? I hope you're feeling comfy in this, got your hoodie on, staying comfy in this cold weather. And we're going to heat it up tonight with a level from FYRE150. See what I did there? It's week 261. I'm glad to see everybody back. I hope you're ready for a fun time because this is going to be a cool one. If you're just joining us, if you don't know what's up here, this is ROM Hack Races. Welcome. Every Saturday we have a never-before-seen Super Mario World Kaizo level, and the makers know what it is. Obviously, they made it. The testers tested it, but the racers, they don't know what's up. They don't know what they're going to have to do. It's a test of improvisation, sight reading, consistency, and maybe some clutch one-shots at a difficult obstacle. The racers, however, do know a little bit about what to expect because we have testers who test the level behind the scenes and give us a difficulty rating. This week's level, we've seen some cool stuff from FYRE before, and this week's level I think is really exciting. Actually, I got to play this earlier today, and it was just like, wow. Execution tonight, 5 out of 10. Complexity, 7 out of 10. The racers also know that there are 2 sections, and those sections are rated 4 out of 10 for length. The racers, well, they don't. What was the heads up? I forget the little heads up thing. You got to insert a coin. Yeah, that's what they know. They got to insert a coin if you want to play. It's gonna cost you tonight, but I think it's gonna cost us all some fun, or we're gonna spend some fun. You don't spend fun, you accumulate it. We're gonna spend comfort to accumulate fun. That's what's up. We had testers, obviously, like I said, and this week we had RB Pimlico, Fen, Mithrillionaire, Blue Ribbon High Life, and Sulfur X coming in and testing for us. Thank you all so much for that. Now, getting on with things, we got 17 individuals who have signed up to race tonight, and we've got scouts who are watching all those other racers and letting us know who takes the lead, who we should rotate in on the restream, so you will hopefully get to see everybody's clears. Those scouts tonight doing great work for us. Star-Lord, Dr. No, also running the restream. Thank you so much, Doc. Fen, obviously doing everything tonight, doing scouting for us tonight, and Blue Ribbon High Life, also scouting as well. Really quick, we've got 17 racers that have signed up, and I'm going to read their names for you in alphabetical order, starting with 3D Salmon, Arakida, B2DE81, Dobbs Works, Ender of Games, Endless Ascent, First Name Butt, Germdove, Ike SMB, Jank Pickle, Louis Duce, Muzzle, Nathan MG, Proto Pizza, Roke Games, You Fail Me, and Yuri Densetsu. All fantastic players, and you're really about to see talented players play against other talented players on a really tough level that if you're not ready for it, you might have to practice. But these racers have practiced and they know what's up. So put some hype in the chat for your favorite racers, or just for everybody. Drop by romhackraces.com if you'd like to know a little bit more about us and what we do. You can download this patch there and try the level out for yourself. You can jump on our Discord server or check out our backlog of 261 some odd levels that we've had from other races. They're all very fun and cool, and you're gonna find something awesome there. But we got a race, so, put some, thank you for the hype. I was going to say put some hype in chat, but you already did that. Thank you so much for being a part of this. This is always so fun. Favorite part of my Saturdays. I'm GlitchCat, I bet you knew that, but I will be giving you the play-by-play. If you have any questions or want to learn more about Kaizo, SMW, the mechanics, what's going on here, please feel free to just shout it out in chat, and I will do my best. It is, like we say, a challenge of consistency and one-shots, whether or not the racers can be consistent with obstacles they've already learned, or whether they're going to one-shot a new obstacle. But here we go, let's do it. It's 261 J score from FYRE150. And we are right into it. These racers are moving here. Okay. Score allows jump erases score. Pretty simple, right? Pretty simple concept here, and the racers have a little room to figure this out. Simple, right? Simple. Keep in mind, right, that's the thing, we're paying for jumps. And so otherwise Mario can't actually jump. The jump buttons just don't work. I have played this ahead of time, so I know a little bit more. A couple of things about this mechanic right when we get started here. Slow fall is still active. That's kind of important. Even though you can't jump, you can still be holding the button. And here goes You Fail Me in the lower left. Before I even have a chance to explain anything, You Fail Me has already figured out how to pay for these first couple of jumps. And by running off the edge there and landing on the bullet, they generate a score. So what you're watching for here is the little, something most people don't really pay attention to, and for good reason. Watch for the little score numbers that pop up. You'll see that little 200 pop up. The score combo counter works in kind of interesting ways, maybe we can talk about later, but for our purposes here, we just want to pay attention to the score popping up. As long as that happened, the racers know, aha, I have a score and I can get a jump from it. And so You Fail Me, making a little bit of progress here. They are in the lead right now, and they're working out this, I think probably the first brainy obstacle in this level, the red shell obstacle there. But to get there, they've got to jump off the bullet. Everybody's doing this now. We're jumping off the bullet, and then we're storing a jump, so when they land on the red pipe, they have one jump that they can use. They're going to use that as a spin jump to get over the gap, and that's going to save a bullet down below there and allow them to get up for the next obstacle by that sumo brother. I didn't even call out our starting racers here. I'm so sorry. We got Yuri Densetsu in the upper left. We got Nathan MG in the upper right. You Fail Me and Muzzle down there at the bottom of the screen. And You Fail Me, looks like they have an idea about what to do here. This is one of these levels where you really want to think with the gimmick. You know, how I can't jump, how can I create a score so that I can? So you're always kind of solving that little puzzle of how do I create a score event. And You Fail Me here showing us how this next obstacle is done. They've got that bullet saved so that they can use it to cross that gap, and then they're getting up on the sloped rope. It's just a slope. No munchers in sight on the slope, but it's a slope nonetheless. And they've got to slide down it by pressing down, and that puts Mario in butt state. Mario's butt is, dare I say, invincible, and being able to smash through that sumo brother using the butt state. But that one jump needs to be stored from the bullet so that they can spin on the sumo to get up on his head. You Fail Me, making some more progress. They know what they are doing here. Look at this. Germ Dove in the lower right. So this is a tricky obstacle here, and this might hold these racers up for a little bit. Germ Dove kind of thinking about it, but You Fail Me is going to show us how it's done. So again, we're looking at properties of score in SMW tonight, and you can do some weird score things with a shell. They have some tech to them. If you nudge a shell which is stationary, that will generate a score event as well as jumping on it. So what You Fail Me's got going on there is they're setting that shell down, and that nudge is creating the event that they need. Yuri too. Look at this, Yuri Densetsu here. Oh wait, they might have a little idea. Oh yeah, okay, so they're not even using the spin to get up there, they're just using the other platform. But here goes You Fail Me in the lower right again. They're looking for some progress. They've got Big Mario and spin jumping across these breakable yellow turn blocks. But you don't want to lose your big power because now they've spent all their jumps, and it's back to the coin score collecting soup kitchen for you. Maybe that's a little harsh. You can go to the soup cafe. Yo, Louis Duce, look out, coming in here in the upper right. Looks like you're Louis got the right idea, or Louis coming in. Yuri looking for an idea here with that red shell. The cool thing about figuring out obstacles in this level is because you have to pay for your jumps, and like if you cannot jump, you just cannot do it at all, is that it really, I think, helps the players figure out what they're doing, right? There's only like one thing that they could do, just figure out what that is. And Louis in the upper right has definitely got their hand on it now. Louis has figured out what they want from that red shell to set it down and nudge it by touching it to create the score, and then further have learned after that. You see You Fail Me going for it in the lower left, bringing the shell along to get a shell jump where they otherwise wouldn't be able to actually press the button. This nice groovy soundtrack too, I really feel is just like making everybody feel good tonight. I don't know, I'm loving it. I was thinking that this race would maybe end up being a little bit of just like all these racers are on equal footing skill-wise in general, but who is going to be able to figure out some of these setups pretty quickly? Who's going to think with the gimmick the fastest? Right now it's Louis and You Fail Me who have it, but still no progress, no H yet. I like the combination. Here goes, ooh, look out, Louis in the upper right. The combination using the Sumo brother there and the amazing flying hammer brother to act as just some pressure, some fire to the situation. They don't need to break all those blocks. Here goes You Fail Me in the lower left. They made it. Oh, yeah. And they wisely spent their last jump just to take the damage boost and be able to get in the door. So we got You Fail Me in the lead right now in the lower left. I'm trying to also catch Yuri Densetsu's stream. Due to Twitch things, I am now also sometimes getting commercials on the stream viewer that I'm using. So if I happen to miss somebody's clear, my big apologies. I really try to shout out everybody's big moment. Something we're trying to work around right now, but that's on me right now. Right now it's Louis, You Fail Me, Germdove also going for it. Well, we use a special thing. We have a special tool that was designed for us that lets the commentators see the streams a little bit ahead of. Because if I were watching the actual Twitch broadcast that you all are watching, then my commentary would always be reacting too late to things. Like You Fail Me making big moves in the lower left. Wow, they are thinking with this gimmick. You Fail Me really knows like what they want here. Yeah, Germdove too. Look at that. Yup, they got it. They got it. Louis getting close. This is tight. This is a tight race right now, but You Fail Me is just running with this. But like I say, if I were to watch the stream on the actual Twitch page that you're watching, my commentary would lag. Yeah, you can ditch the Yoshi in the air. Once you've made your jump, you're not spending on that. Roke here in the upper left, they know what they want with that red shell too. Everybody's getting really close. You Fail Me's gonna have to keep a move on. Nice little turn back. At the start of that level there, they're using Baby Yoshi. When Baby Yoshi eats a sprite, that generates a score event. And they're tossing, run off the edge and then toss Baby Yoshi up. When it eats the piranha, there's your score and now you can jump. And that little turn back, they want to hit that green shell with Mario's butt, basically, by turning around and facing the opposite direction. Otherwise, Yoshi would eat the shell that they need. Wait, I'm sorry. Did I give you the wrong information? Okay, because I played this level earlier today, and I thought that's what was going on, that ditching Yoshi didn't take a jump, but then, oh, there it is. You know what? Yeah, I didn't even notice that. Thank you, Fen. You score off the chuck. That's the score that you're creating. It does. My bad. I gave you the wrong information, y'all. Jumping off Yoshi does cost a jump, which the racers are purchasing by killing that chuck with the green shell on their way through there. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I literally played this level earlier today, and I got that wrong impression, even though I did the obstacle right. GG. That's why these racers are top tier players. Germdove looking for an H, maybe. They don't want to land. Oh no, I'm sorry. They had a jump stored. I might need that later. Here goes Louis Duce in the upper right, looking for that spin jump sequence. But yeah, You Fail Me in the lower left here. When they kill the chuck, that's the score that they're jumping off of. Yep. The gimmick here is that jumps cost score. And once you create one score event, you get one jump. You can't stack them. You can't get 2 scores and then 2 jumps. 1 score, 1 jump. Spend it, now you don't have a jump anymore. I think 6 out of 10 the overall difficulty for tonight. Shorter sections, brainier stuff. Interesting. You Fail Me Oh, okay. I saw them drop the Yoshi onto the shell to eat it. I wondered if they were thinking of a new strat. But like I was saying, the solutions to these puzzly sections really present themselves well to the player. Like, what else would you do? You know, it's a helpful way to guide the player through your obstacles if, like, the correct thing to do is the only thing to do, you know? Otherwise, you won't even have a jump. Back in my day, we only had one jump. We all had to share it. I'd say to my brother, it's my turn to do the jump button this week. You were doing it last week. But he was older than me, naturally, so he usually let him jump. Louis. There he is. Louis. Can't spell Louis Douce without H, can you? Well earned. They had that one. They had that one going. So it's You Fail Me right now in the lower left, and they are making a little bit more progress. That looks like closer to the end to me. They figured out what they want at that yellow shell obstacle. And this is where consistency for You Fail Me is really going to come into play. If they can continue to get back there to the part where they need to be to learn, that's looking good for them. On the other hand, Louis Douce, who hasn't been here as long, has the chance to get some one-shots, maybe make more progress in a shorter amount of time. But here's You Fail Me again. They're hitting both of those yellow coin blocks, and that is killing those Koopas that are up there by touching them with the coin block, or touching them from the coin block. That's the score event, and that's how they're getting those bales. But, yeah, unfortunately, that doesn't... No, you know what? Wait. I understand why You Fail Me might be confused there. Coins do give you 10 points. Here goes, yo, Jank Pickle. What's up in the lower right? Let's go. It really is tempting to just reflexively press the jump button. Jank Pickle also, let's go, man. Working on that second checkpoint section, so 3 out of 4 right now. Roke in the upper left trying to get to the checkpoint as well. It's Louis, You Fail Me, and excuse me, Jank Pickle. But here goes You Fail Me again. They know, So, You Fail Me. They've got all the knowledge they need, and now they know what they want. That piranha plant turns into a silver coin when the silver P-switch is activated. And collecting that silver coin creates a score. But I do understand why they might be a little confused on that first pass, because if I'm not mistaken, coins do give you 10 points in SMW. That's a very kickflip. A very kickflip ending. I really like it. Here we go. You Fail Me. Trying for 2. Second try. Oh, there it is. Not to be denied. Oh man, how fast. Oh, they were jumping. Oh, that's so funny. They're free. You're free, You Fail Me. You can jump again. Your powers have been restored and brought peace to the land. GG. Well played. That was an awesome clear. Sub 15 minutes. Amazing. Good job, You Fail Me. Really, really did a great job there thinking with the gimmick. They figured out some of those obstacles absurdly quickly. And just really, once they know, like, okay, I'm spending, create a score event to pay for a jump, they were just off and running. Here goes Louis too. Oh, they saw it just a little bit too late. Louis Douce in the upper right, going for that second right now. It's specifically a score event that triggers the score sprite. Gotcha. Here's Ike SMB in the lower left. It's Ike, Jank, Louis, Roke. Me and you, Yoshi, Mario, all our friends. But yeah, when I say, maybe this is weird nomenclature, but when I say a score event, what I'm referring to is specifically the little score numbers popping up, like we mentioned before. You see that like the 200, 400, well, you know, whatever. Though that is what I mean by a score event. That there's like, you get the actual numbers. So in this case, I guess touching the coin just gives you 10 points. It doesn't actually create the little event. A little 10 doesn't pop up when you touch a coin in vanilla, but when you go for the blue coin, it does create that score event. So that's why it's working where the yellow coins did not work. What does Louis want here? Oh, hi Mallow the cat with your claws on my leg. It's good to see you. I woke him up because I was talking too much. Okay, I'm happy to mention that I'm being joined by my rather fuzzy co-commentator, Mallow the cat. And Louis, oh, they know what they want there. Louis do say going for that up pipe. Mallow the cat is unfortunately unimpressed. It takes a lot to impress him. Yo, here's B2DE in the lower left-hand corner. They have made it to the second checkpoint. If you see that baby Yoshi, you're looking at the second checkpoint here. Louis looking for that silver P-switch for the win! So close. So now it's up to B2 or Jank Pickle. Maybe they could kind of get some one-shots, get a little clutch move, come out on top here. It's Jank. Well, it's not Jank. Jank is good. Jank is cool. Jank Pickle in the lower right. Oh yeah, they know what they want here. Remember, Yoshi inherits... Yo! Oh my word! Whoa, Jank Pickle! Hey! That's the opposite of commentator curse. Ooh, I like that. I mean, I can't take credit for that one. That's all Jank Pickle.
Oh my God.
Wow, nice. Well played. That was great. Yo, and a second place tonight. Well done. Well done. Talking about the podium and stuff, but, you know, as we know, the race is just the superfluous surface level details of what's going on. The real fun is everybody's good moves and a fun community event. Yo, Fire, thank you. Yeah, object coins don't give points. Yeah, that makes sense. I was thinking that's what was what you feel me was confused on a little bit when they got it. Great level. Yo, I want to say again, Fire, our 150 hour maker tonight, celebrity chat. Once again, another level to add to your absolutely stellar resume of creations. Thank you so much for making. And yo, Roke, look out. Oh, Roke, you got this. You know what's up. Roke Games is in that door. Yep, they stored their jump till the end so they could jump and touch that piranha for the iframes. Jank Pickle, well played. And yo, Mason, SMW, thank you so much. Thank you, gamer. Thank you for 29 months. All your subs and bits go right back into the ROM Hack Races community so we can keep bringing you these races. That was, yeah, very good read. And that's, you know what? That's well illustrated too. Like I say, like, is it going to be the player who has had the most time on a section? Will they be consistent? And that's what wins the day? Or is some other racer going to come from behind and one-shot some obstacle? Because that can make a big difference. No lead is ever safe in a sight reading competition like this. Competition with the big air quotes. Community event wearing the wrapping paper of competition. Louis Duce trying to wrap themselves up that pipe. And they are in there. Very well played. Yo, Louis Duce. First try. Good job. Yo, we got our podium, but I hope y'all will stick around and hang out and celebrate these racers' achievements with me a little bit more. Drop a follow if you're new. We do these races every Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Come and hang out with us, or check out the ROM Hack Races Discord or website. Play it for yourself. We're hanging out. We got more players. We got more fun to have. Germdove in the upper left. Yuri Densetsu in the upper right. B2 and Roke Games. Right now, Yuri working on the first section. Everybody else working on number 2. But yeah, these excellent reads where somebody just manages to clutch it out. It's a little bit, I would say, and this is just, again, you know, the competition is the superfluous part of this, and I want to be clear about that. But I would say, from seeing, you know, so many of these races, I think in general, and this is just real off the cuff napkin math, but I think in general the consistent racer is favored a little more. It generally tends to be that the racer that got there first can get consistency first, and they usually that gives them some momentum. But I don't think it's that much. It might be like a 60-40 kind of split. I think it favors the consistency, but only slightly, right? Because some levels are just really difficult to one-shot, but not for Yuri Densetsu making their way on their first try. First time they ever saw this, all the way to that H, and now everybody on your screen working on the second section all together. And you know what we can achieve when we're all together. Good stuff. Sorry if I seem a little distracted. I have one really fuzzy orange cat on my lap that really would like some attention. He already cleared the level ahead of time. There, that's a picture of him in chat playing the bongos. I hope you're all feeling really comfy tonight. Also, thanks for hanging out. No, just welcome if you're new, and thanks for making ROM Hack Races a little part of your Saturday. This is just some of my favorite thing to do in the week, and it might be B2's favorite thing if they can get that silver P-switch, turn the Piranha Plant into a coin, bail off once, and get out of here. Again, if anybody has any questions or you just like to learn a little bit more about Kaizo or ROM Hack Races, if you got here late and you don't know something, please feel free to ask. That is always cool. Just wanted to say that out loud, so open invite for anybody if you want to learn a little bit more. B2, oh, look out! Ah! They did that all, but they're just a little too slow. They have to be more hasty. Can we get like the don't be hasty guy emote, but like with like colors and like his hair is being blown back and it's just be hasty? I'm surprised that guy hasn't encountered his opposite yet. Yo, B2, almost. Did I play this level yet? I did earlier today so that I could give it a final check and rating. I like to be I've tried in the past. I've not played the levels and I kind of came into it fresh, but I actually think with the cool stuff people are making, it's better to have played it now. And B2 looking like they already played this before. Are you sure they didn't get to take a look in the tester channel? That was great. Good job, B2. But I like to come prepared. You know, I make my run of show notes every Saturday. I play the levels so I know, you know, what the racers are in for, so I can comment on little subtleties that people might not be aware of. In the past, I had gone in blind and sight read kind of myself and tried to put myself in the racer's shoes, not knowing what was in the level. But I think the commentary is improved if I have already played the level, so I do throughout the week. Yo, Louis, thank you for the raid. Oh, hey, thanks. You all do a great job watching, and I don't, you know, I know that might sound sarcastic, but I don't mean it that way. You all do a great job watching. Like you're hanging out, you're hyping up all the racers, you're cheering for everybody. It's not a culture of like, you know, who got first place, they're the only good racer. Like, you all really contribute to that, and that's a group effort from everybody. Kaizo grows and thrives the more we have those kinds of attitudes, you know, the more we let everybody in. So y'all are living the ROM Hack Race creed here. Muzzle in the lower left. It's Roke Games, Muzzle, Yuri Densetsu, and Germdove gracing us with their presence. Muzzle on the first section, Roke on the second, Yuri on the second, Germdove on the second. Well, there can only be 4 racers on screen because if we showed everyone, their screens would be too itty-bitty tiny and no one would be able to see all the amazing moves. But tonight we had 17 individuals sign up, 4 of which have beaten the level, and as many people can sign up as they want to. In fact, you could go over to romhackraces.com and sign up anytime. Really, the sign up is just there to let us know, like, who is racing. If we don't know you're doing it, you know, then can't be on the restream. Yo, let's say hey to Dobbsworks. Yo, hey, welcome. In the lower left, Germdove, Yuri, Dobbsworks, and Roke. Oh no! Just brushing the top of Mario's hat on that pipe. Mario's got some dust on the top of his hat now. Jeez. Dobbsworks here working on section number 2. Great job again from the scouts tonight. Look at these. We're seeing everybody's clear. So like I said, we got only 4 on screen, but there are 17 signed up. So what do? You can't watch everybody. Well, we can. And by we, I mean them. Because we got Star-Lord, Dr. No, Fen, and Blue Ribbon High Life, who are scouting for us. And what they do is hang out and watch all the other streams, and then have a little channel and let us know, like, Dobbsworks has got the checkpoint, so put him on. And then Dr. No, who's doing the restream, will hear that and then switch over to the racer who the scout said should be on. And in so doing, we catch all the clears, usually. Unless sometimes people are really fast. Roke, almost too fast. But we got it. Roke Games with the win. I love that finale in the level 0 bonus room. That's fun. GG. Good clear. Good times tonight. Good job, Roke. That was awesome. But yeah, that's kind of our system. So Doc or the restreamers, sometimes Fen, sometimes Osu's hanging out and pushing the buttons, and then the scouts let us know who's who's taking the lead, who we should check out, and then we see everybody's clears, and then I watch the restream, which has the 4 racers that you're seeing, but a little bit ahead of what is going out on the broadcast, so that I can actually react to things that are going on instead of like always be like 10 seconds behind. We got a tight system going on, and that's due completely to the volunteer efforts of folks that we have. Even people behind the scenes like Kelgand, who are helping us with all kinds of tools and code and stuff for the Discord bots that post the level automatically, scene switchers and website stuff. We really survive from the strength of our members and volunteers. And if that sounds like anybody in chat, you want to volunteer and help us out, we have forums on the Discord. You can fill it out, and we could always use some more hands on ship. Oh no, I'm glad folks are asking questions. Open invite. If you'd like to learn a little bit more, please feel free. That's awesome. Glad people are excited and interested about what we're doing here. There's only so much commentary I can give, like explaining the exact same obstacles, but if there's something going on that you don't understand, feel free, shout it out. Arakida looking for that checkpoint. They want to, get that big mushroom and go on that little spin trip over the blocks. Germdove, meanwhile, thinking about that yellow shell. They want to kick it, get the Koopa to jump. Yo, what's up? It's Ike. SMB coming in the lower right. Rolling in. Cause Ike is a monkey ball player. So they're rolling. Oh, Dobbsworks, interesting. They got something to have. Oh no. They got a weird little thing to happen. They bounced on the shell and ate it with Baby Yoshi at the same time. Yeah, I got you for questions. Do the racers know roughly how difficult? Yes, they do. They are given difficulty rankings by the testers. So some people play the level ahead of time and work with the maker throughout the week in secret to check the level out, test it. It's worth doing. It's always good to have some eyes on it before sight read players go for it. And they give it rankings. So before they start the race, the racers each week know execution, complexity, how many sections there are, and how long those sections are, as well as any other little tidbit of information we'd want to give them. Like, for example, and this is kind of more of a newer system we've been using. Oh, Yuri. Oh, well, there you go. But kind of a newer system we've been using where, like, sometimes there's things that the numbers just can't really communicate. Like, this is a really tough shell level, and so we might say, like, brush up on your shell tricks or something, just ahead of time, just to kind of give a little bit of a clue, you know what I mean? And it's more about just like, we want racers to have a fun time, and enjoy themselves and get something good out of the race. And it can really be rough if you don't know what to expect. You know, if you wanted an easier level and you get there and it's just a brutal, or you wanted something that wasn't a puzzle and then you get there and it's more puzzly or something like that. So managing expectations has served us very, very well throughout the years, and that's why the rankings. And also to the silver coin. So yeah, the silver coin is necessary at the end because the silver coin, you're paying for jumps with score in this level. And every time you generate a score, you'll see those little numbers pop up, 200 or 400 or whatever. That's what they're looking for. You can't jump unless you have paid for it with a score. And in order to pay for the final jump, they need to collect that silver coin. That's the score they need to pay for it. Oh, sure, yeah, feel free to ask questions. That is all good. Or if someone just got here and you're like, you know, hey, I don't know what's going on, that is all fine. But part of the real inception for ROM hack races and the ethos behind it was to give people a place to land in the Kaizo community, to go from someone who is casually interested in this kind of thing to more understanding or more gameplay skill or wherever you want to be, you know what I mean? Take someone who just likes to watch and give them more information, take a player who might be interested in trying it and show them how to get into it. So that is in keeping with our creed. Germ Dove, watch out for the upper left. They look like they are making a little bit of progress. Man, I'm seeing something interesting. This is really kind of... Oh, geez, Germ Dove, whoa! Oh, yeah, they get it. Yeah, they know. But man, I'm seeing something kind of interesting, and it's making me wonder if, like, how hard it would be to just get players to, like, force players to do this trick. When, at the beginning of this section, they get that green shell into the pit, right? And it bounces off the block, and then it bounces back to them. And then they're holding Baby Yoshi, and then they land on the shell, right? It's possible to hold Baby Yoshi and hit a shell like that in such a way that you do get an upward bounce from hitting the shell, but also Baby Yoshi eats the shell simultaneously. That's bad for them in this case, because they need the shell for the next obstacle. But Germ Dove, yo, doesn't need anything else at all, because they are out of here. Good job, Germ Dove. Well played. Man, such great clears tonight. Good stuff. I thought this level... I rated this level a little lower than the other testers, actually, but I think they're right. But players still, nonetheless, are getting quite good. Dobbs works. Look out! Whoa! 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 Dobbs works just, like, annihilated the second part of that level. They, like, was that a sight? I think that was a sight read. It's a little tricky to tell if this is someone's first time on any given obstacle, but Dobbs works just absolutely blasted through the final section of that, and they are done. They're done and out of here. We got Nathan MG now. They're so fast. Nathan in the lower left, Muzzle right up above him, Yuri to the right, Ike SMB down in the corner. One and all, I know. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure. We could maybe check the tape, but yeah, is that from the whole second Yoshi? Wow, that means there have been 2 sight reads of that part tonight. One from Jank Pickle and one from Dobbsworks. That's amazing. Actually, I'm really impressed with that. Wow. Well played, one and all. Dang. Man, Dobbsworks coming out here. I've seen their name from some other races. They're really showing us how it's done. That's awesome. Hey, if you see someone making some good moves or doing something really impressive, it stands to reason that their stream is probably awesome. And if you follow them, you could see even more cool skills and fun stuff like that. So, you know, I'm just saying, you don't have to do anything, but if you wanted to drop a follow for the racers, they would appreciate it. You would appreciate it. Mallow the cat doesn't appreciate it though. He's left. He was like all sleeping in the chair in here, and then I started talking, and I woke him up, so he came to yell at me about it, but then I never stopped. Yo, Nathan looking for, yeah, looking for this spin jump obstacle. Yeah, there, Yuri getting that Yoshi eat bounce again. Oh, Mallow the cat really wants me to do something different. But Ike, but I can't, man, cause Ike in the lower right is making their way, and they're gonna do something cool. Check it out, they're in the lower right hand corner, and they're figuring out this obstacle. They're about to go for it. Killing a enemy like that, yep, with a block. Nice. Killing an enemy like that with a block will generate a score event. There's a lot of fun little nuances. I don't know how many people remember the level, I think it was from KLDC, South Point Hotel. Oh, muzzle in the upper left. Wait, hang on. But did anyone play South Point Hotel? Where it was like oh no, muzzle, no! It was a series of rooms where in order to get out of the room, you had to match a certain score. And so you had to figure out a lot of ways to get score to happen. The score combo counter in SMW is actually really interesting, and has a lot of really cool properties that can do weird things. But the problem is that nobody's ever really going for score, right? There's not like a mechanical reason to do it. People don't really prioritize it. Nobody really speedruns. You know, like they speedrun instead of doing high score. So a lot of people don't know the interesting little nuances that can go on with it, but there's some cool stuff, really. Yo, Muzzle. Oh, nice dodges. Whoa, that was really good. Muzzle really using some good nuance there with the controls to dodge those hammers while they were spinning around. Nice job, and that's an H. Meanwhile, Ike here in the lower right. Oh no, too low. They caught that coin too low. Yeah, that is fair, and that was definitely, South Point Hotel was definitely kind of a puzzly level in that, like, you needed to use some weird little obscure trick things. Yeah, but yeah, that is true. But they did know. I'm talking about like the inner mechanics of the level. Okay, excuse me, y'all, for 1 second. I gotta get up because Mallow the cat is like tearing up my crap. Mallow, buddy, we gotta go. We gotta go upstairs. Hey, Scott, could you take care of Mallow so I can do the race? Thanks. He just wants some food. Thanks, love you. He was scratching my chair. He wanted some food. Mallow the cat, as we know, loves salmon. And we don't have any salmon, so he's mad. So he's big mad. But we're here, we're chilling out. It's Muzzle, Yuri, Nathan, Ike SMB. Ike in the lower right going for the end. They know what's up. Oh, and they're out of here. Yo. GG, Ike SMB. Man, they are really... I'm excited. Honestly, I want to say thanks to everybody for racing. I appreciate that everybody comes out and tries. I like to see Ike's skills because they're really skilled. I know them from a different game. They're a very accomplished monkey ball player, and it's really cool to see how well they've taken to this whole Kaizo thing. But now we're gonna say hey to Proto Pizza in the lower right, Proto Nathan at the bottom, Yuri and Muzzle up top. Me and you, Mallow somewhere around here. Yeah, see, that's what I thought as well. Yeah, that's what I thought as well. Yeah, Super Monkey Ball, which is funny because it's like both communities were both SMB. It's like the Spider-Man pointing at each other, you know? Like, oh, I thought you were SMB. Well, if you like that, check out their run of Kaizo Monkey Ball from the last GDQ. It was awesome. Because Monkey Ball is definitely another one of those communities where fan modding, ROM fan games, and the people who play them are pretty popular. Yo, what's up? Endless Ascent coming in here in the lower left. I really like the game of Monkey Ball, and I've always actually wanted to play more of it than I do, which is functionally none. But I really like, I know this is silly, but I really like video games where you roll a ball around. Monkey Ball is like that. Marble Madness also comes to mind. All two of the games in that genre. Or that little part in Mario Galaxy where you stand on the orb and balance it. I'm sure there are more games like this, but I just don't know them. I really just enjoy that. I think it's a fun Katamari. There you go. Yeah, Katamari. Or the very obscure sequel, Marble Madness 2. But I like those. I like that game. I remember that that little thing. It was like, you know those labyrinth games? You know what I'm talking about? It's like a wooden square and it's got a maze on it, and you roll a marble around, but you don't want the marble to fall into the little hole. Love that game. Love it. And yo, you know what else is cool? Dobbs, that was really well done. Great job. Thank you for the raid and really good clear tonight. That one shot at the end was remarkable. And that's underselling it. Thanks for racing with us. Good job. Click on the name in chat, drop a follow, and go and make some more friends. Check out some good skills. You know, stand only to gain. Pardon. Hey, you know what? You know what we say? We take those. We take those. Oh, Endless Ascent. Now they have seen the end. I like that little like knowledge checkpoint. Endless Ascent had been getting the mushroom out and then standing on the block and wasting that jump unknowingly, thinking that they didn't need it, but now they get to the end and they see, that's where they need to use it. Last time we were talking about the concept of a first podium and then a second podium, where every 3 clears is like a new podium, you know. And I actually, like, it was kind of a joke, but I do think that that sort of like is an interesting way to think about it, you know, because everyone kind of, you're racing around players that you match up with, you know what I mean? It's like F-Zero. It's like F-Zero 99, you know, you have you're assigned a couple of rivals that are kind of at your level. It's kind of like that, you know, like that's what you're really, like, yeah, it's a race with everybody, and the race is the superfluous aspect, you know, but it's a race with everybody, but really it is kind of a race with those around you. Like that's like I think a better, honestly, like a better metric, you know, like of like personal progress is like, are you beating your rivals? Try to beat your rival at having fun and encouraging everyone. Squirrel, thank you so much. Yo, welcome back for 3 months. What a prime sub. Oh, Proto Pizza, they know what they want for that ending. And here goes Endless Ascent for their try. So you'll notice that there are a lot of extra lot of extra yellow blocks in that section with all the stuff going on. The Hammer Brother dropping the hammers, and the Amazing Flying Hammer Brother dropping those hammers, and the Sumo Brother creating the little spark and flame there. It pays to give the racers a little bit of adaptability. They don't need to hit every one of those blocks for any reason, but there are extras there to let them kind of move around and dodge a little bit. We saw that before with Muzzles Clear, where they got that really nice dodge on the hammers, because having a couple extra blocks means you can hesitate, you can back up a little bit. If it were one singular line, it would be a little bit more challenging to dodge the hammers that were falling. There's a lot of hidden subtlety, I think, in a lot, if not most, Kaizo levels, and that comes from experience. I try to break it down enough that like some of the unseen elements come out a little bit for people, but there's a lot of just really tight fundamentals, and by that I mean just jumping, moving, landing correctly, like when Endless Ascent lands right next to the Sumo Brother and doesn't actually touch him. Little things like that that can make this a lot more difficult than it looks visually. Yuri in the upper right. Ooh, maybe. Oh, yeah, I think they know. I think they know. Yeah, they want it to fall down onto that piranha, not onto the pipe. Here goes Proto Pizza. Hammered. Yo, oh, yo, Yuri. Oh, Yuri Densetsu. Upper right-hand corner. Maybe. Oh, close enough. Close-ish. Close-esque. Cluso. Oh man, yeah, this is the consistency. Talking about that consistency, right? Like, if you don't, oh, nice job, Yuri. Well played. Yo, good job. Consistency, I'm telling you, wins the day. It absolutely wins the day. If you're trying to get into the pipe at the end, right, and you don't know how to do it or whatever, the more consistent you are at every other obstacle, Endless, saw that. Endless getting in that door, nice job. And the more consistent you are, the more chances you're going to get at the later obstacle. You want a chance at the final trick, but you have to keep getting there in order to do that. So that's where consistency is rewarded. It's not going to really do you Dudley Doodley if you know what to do in the whole level, but you can't ever get back there, Then someone else might come along and one-shot you. Oh yeah, Proto Pizza. First try in that door. Well, who's counting, right? Yo, I'm loving this progress. Look at this. I like how, see what I mean about racers racing with people near them? Endless Ascent and Proto Pizza are really evenly matched right now. And it's not even like a baseline skill level kind of thing. Some racers are more cut out for a certain level. Some racers figure it out quicker, or whatever. Some racers don't know the gimmick or are bad at, or just worse at the tech or whatever. So you really are, and you end up kind of racing those around you more than necessarily the entire pack. Thank you for the raid. Yo, Yuri, thank you so much. Good job. Really good job. Well played. Everybody here, we're still coming in under sub-hour. This is fantastic. You can. That's a good announcement. Doc, always with the very good and poignant announcements. You can download this exact patch from romhackraces.com, and once you're done with that, you have 260 other RomHack Races levels from all the weeks that we've had. It can be a lot of fun, especially if you're looking for more of a bite-sized challenge in Kaizo, sometimes it can be difficult to commit to an entire hack. Sometimes a hack might have some levels that you aren't down for, and you were really enjoying the first few, and then this one has a gimmick you don't like, and it's tough to do. 3D Salmon, nothing's tough for Salmon. They're just coming in here in the upper right to play some games, but let's say you want something a little smaller, something you don't have to commit to an entire hack. Try a ROM hack race level. You can see exactly what the difficulty is and what kind of stuff is in it, and once you beat the level, that's it, you won. I know it can be a little unsatisfying to clear a couple of levels of a hack and then put it down eventually. It feels like you didn't win, but you did. You beat 3 or 4 levels, and that's really good, but there's that sense of, well, I didn't really get to the end of it, so didn't beat the game. And that's why, again, ROM hack races levels, a great option to just do something a little smaller. Once you win, that's it. Ah, yikes, Muzzle. Getting blocked by the block. Nah, that wasn't... I mean, I understand how one can feel stupid. It happens to me very frequently. But this was a very tricky level, and from what I saw, you did great. You might be stupid, but sometimes Mario World is even more stupidlier. You know what I mean? Nah, you did excellent. Oh no, I see. Muzzle here in the upper left has thought for themselves about a different strat, and it is kind of working. You can sort of do this, but unfortunately it's not, it's not gonna lead in a good direction. And this is something that can happen, and this is a very good example. I don't like using anyone as a bad example. That's not what I'm trying to do here. But this is something that can happen and does happen to literally every Kaizo player, or players in general, but Kaizo in particular, is that you could spend some time just trying the wrong thing. It's really easy to just commit to the wrong thing and get yourself thinking that I need to do this or that, when in fact it's not even close to that, and that happens. That happens to just about everybody all the time. So I think Muzzle here is trying something where they're throwing the Yoshi forward and getting the Yoshi to eat the mushroom. Oh, but you know what? But actually wait, hang on. That produces the same effect anyway. Yeah, but now they don't know, huh? I'm actually really curious. They're gonna figure this out. They're like one little piece of information away. The problem is that the brown block that reflects the thrown object is moving up and down as it flies across the screen, and if you hit it with a shell, it will stop moving wherever it is. If it's high enough off the ground, Mario standing on Yoshi can walk right through it as though it were not a barrier, but if you've stopped it lower to the ground, it will act as a barrier, and I think that's what's a little bit confusing for some of these racers here, is that they've gotten the block stopped, and they've gotten Yoshi grown up, but then when they go back over to eat the shell, they can't run over to where the chuck is and actually do that because the block is in their way. And if you don't really know what you're going for here in this moment, that you want to get Yoshi, eat the chuck, or eat the shell, and then spit it out to kill the chuck, if you haven't put that together yet, which we know that from our vantage point, but give it a try for yourself. It's a little trickier when you're just sitting by yourself in the room. We have the advantage of stylish commentary and watching all the racers at once, but these racers are just going in alone. So if you don't know what you're going for here, it can be really easy, I think, to trick yourself or accidentally believe some other strat. And just start to wonder, like, well, I obviously don't, since I can't walk past this block, then what I'm thinking of must not be it, right? And then you second, third kind of guess yourself. One thing that because I say for my own part, I don't consider myself personally a very clever Kaizo player. I'm not the quickest with figuring out what the strats are. If I'm presented with some weird situation, wow, Muzzle, that's so great, good job. That's not what the strat is, but I'm really pleased that they made what they were trying to do work. And that's like good. That's a good skill. I don't mean that in a negative way. But when I'm, I don't consider myself the most clever Kaizo player. There's many players actually who are quicker to figure out setups than I am. Where I would say like, oh, I don't know what to do. It's impossible. I don't get it. Another player would come up with it. I would not have won this race tonight based on my own testing clear time. But that being said, one thing that I try to do, with puzzles is like, one thing I've been trying to do lately is think about, like, don't lose sight of what the goal is. The gimmick and the goal. And when I was working with this one, I was actually, to be clear, when I played this earlier today, I was also having trouble with these same setups. If any racer's like, oh geez, I feel dumb, I didn't come up with that, like, no, you're not alone. Like, I had to struggle to figure these out too. And what I was trying to do with this one, and what I've been trying to do with puzzles lately, is really just keep the goal in mind. What is the goal? And in this case, the goal is, well, I want to get Mario past the Chuck. Okay, then you learn there's a muncher there, so now you have to store the jump, right? So you're learning a little bit more as you find ways to fail at the obstacle, but just really keeping the goal in mind and working towards the goal and thinking with the gimmick, being like, okay, I need to get over there. And in order to do that, I need a score. So how do I generate a score right here? And that, it helps you, like, stay focused. Rather than, because sometimes I'll be, like, really excited and, like, try for a strat. But really, I'm trying a strat. I'm not focused on the goal. I'm trying to get something to happen. I don't, maybe this doesn't make sense. Yeah, Muzzle is using... Yeah, I get what they're doing... And it's like, it's not gonna work that way, but I'm trying to understand what their tech is. They're setting up a weird Yoshi shell jump by, like, standing close to that block and then spitting the shell out, and it, like, goes right underneath their feet. This is, huh? Is this new tech? This Muzzle actually might have found us new tech here. Oh, no, wait, no, okay. They spit it, one time though, didn't they spit it out? They just like stood there and spit the shell out? I thought I saw them do that. Yo, Ender, thank you for the raid, welcome. How's it going, But yeah, what they're doing is like, just setting the shell down, and if you're riding on Yoshi and you just walk up to a stationary shell, it will go under Yoshi's feet and you'll bounce on it. You get the score to jump into the plant at the end by not landing when you grab the mushroom that comes out of the block. If you grab that in a spin jump, then you're spin jumping all through those yellow turn blocks, and you have the jump saved for the end. That took me a while as well. Yeah, that the jump was being spent to get off the brown block that the mushroom came out of. And that can be tricky, right? With a level like this, is like something else that I'm trying to do then to kind of work with puzzles is like, what assumption am I making that I can question? And that is really tough to figure out sometimes. Yeah, exactly. I actually had the same problem when I played this earlier. I wasn't realizing that I was spending that jump. I was doing it, but I wasn't thinking about, oh, there it is, I'm spending it there. I just was kind of like automatic. It can be tough to notice, like, what you're doing sometimes, yeah. So Muzzle here trying to work out, oh, excuse me, Nathan, trying to work out this section. 3D Salmon, Endless Ascent, Proto Pizza, hanging out here working hard with us. One thing that I'm noticing, so the winged block that the mushroom comes out of is transparent. In that Yoshi, it's a sprite, so Yoshi won't stand on it. So when the racers grow Yoshi up by feeding him the mushroom, they want to make sure that they're holding Yoshi a little bit off center of the brown block that they're standing on, so that when Yoshi grows up and falls out of their hands, he doesn't immediately wind up underneath the block directly, where they can't get on the saddle. So a couple of different approaches to get that to happen, but it will kind of lock you out otherwise. Oh, 3D Salmon, learning. Learning. We are learning. I gotta, you know what? As a commentator, I don't want to be biased. I'm here to root for everyone. You're all my favorite racers. But I gotta feel like Mallow the cat in particular is cheering for 3D Salmon. Like, Mallow, who's your favorite racer? Who do you want to win the race? Like 3D Salmon, definitely. Sorry everybody else, but he's made his choice. He would love a 3D Salmon. He would be so happy. He would like a 3D Salmon or a third salmon. Yo, Nathan in the upper left. Ah, yes, they have made it. They have made it to the end of the screen scrolling, which probably means checkpoint pipe. I miss that short-lived trend of makers making the checkpoint pipe be like blue and white striped like the H goalposts. I miss that short-lived little trend. It was nice. Nathan. Yo, look at this. Up and at them. Nathan, this is the consistency. This is what I'm talking about, right? Now that they know what to do, you know, they know, they get it. They know what they want to do here, or it's only going to take 1 or 2 more tries. But now that they do, they still have to get back to capitalize on it. And, you know, I just want to say again, thanks for spending a little bit of your Saturday nights here with us. You are always welcome to drop by the Discord server or the website if you want to hang out and talk shop with the community off stream. Or perhaps you're building your very own ROM hack and might want to make use of Ampersam's new ROM Hack Race base ROM with a brand new updated version that's out now. Amper's put in so much work for that, and we really appreciate it. Hackers everywhere appreciate it. It's a veritable hacker's dream. Yeah, see what I did there? Look out, yo, Nathan. Upper left-hand corner, yeah, they see what they want to do here. When you bail off Yoshi in the air, Yoshi inherits a bit of Mario's horizontal momentum. And that's what they're using right at the end of that sequence. If they didn't bail off Yoshi there, they wouldn't be able to make that landing. Or they would have to leave Yoshi behind. But when they bail and they give Yoshi, they give Yoshi that extra little bit of momentum, Yoshi moves through the air at a rightward angle and is able to land safely on the other side. Because even though Yoshi is a stunt dinosaur and the falls and things don't actually hurt him, we care about Yoshi, and empathy is important, and so we don't want to hurt him too much. What's that? Fully updated tools, a brand new and extensive help file, Uber ASM 2.0 tools, and more? You just spoil us, Samper. We're all just pixels, man. Quantum mechanically speaking, man. We're all just like made up of little pieces of stuff, man. Maybe that's like, maybe the whole universe, man, is like a CRT, man. One big giant cosmic CRT, man. And all the stars are just like one pixel, man. So that means like you and me and everybody, man, we all like live inside of the one pixel of the M on Mario's hat, man. All of human history right there, man. The pale blue dot. To me, it underscores our responsibility to cherish the pale blue pixel. You know, that famous bit from Carl Sagan 42? Come on, pale blue dot, pixel. Come on, this was good. This was some good improv here. I'm practicing. 3D Salmon obviously practicing. Oh, but they need that silver coin. We do, you know, if you were to take a camera and shoot it far enough away from Earth, we do live on a pixel. Just one. And then even it goes away. We live on like a sub-pixel, you know? Ooh, Nathan and 3D Salmon getting really close there. Here goes Proto Pizza 2. Ah, they need the 2. I saw this really interesting video, actually, about the scale of the observable universe. I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but the video does a great job of explaining it. I'll post it in the Discord later if you want to watch it. Yeah, they do. They need the silver coin because that's the score they need to make the jump at the end. 3D Salmon, oh! It's the one video, I'll have to look it up on YouTube, but it's a video, they use a lot of AI, or the CGI rather, to, like, show, and what they're talking about is, like, the scale of the observable universe, and the takeaway, the way they explained it was really interesting. It was something like, I'm paraphrasing, if the Milky Way, if our galaxy were, like, shrunk down to, like, the size of the continent, like what we would see would be like all the observable universe is like just like the lights around one city, like Denver or something in Colorado. And if that were the case, then Earth and the sun in our solar system exists between two ridges on your finger. If that's like if the universe at that scale, I think it's the Milky, I'm pretty sure it's the Milky Way. If the Milky Way were like the size of the US, we could see the lights of Denver, and we live in between your finger. In between the ridges on your finger, which is interesting. It's a good way to compare it. Really neither here nor there, I just thought it was fascinating. The video does a much better job of illustrating it with cool graphics and things. Yo, look out, Nathan in the upper left for another try. Oh, they know what they want here. Oh, so close. I think they were in the pit before they had a chance to register that jump. Yeah, I think what they're waiting, I think like it's the numbers popping up. Like you do the action and then the numbers pop up. So Yoshi takes a minute like after eating that piranha. Yo, I want to say again, how about this music too? Keeping everybody so comfy. Excuse me. I hope you're having a lovely time tonight. Thanks for hanging out. How's your day? How are you feeling? Hopefully good, but if less than good, like that's okay too. It's all right to feel what you feel, but maybe we could make it help things be a little bit better. Anybody else except for me sweating out the forthcoming GDQ games list? Anybody else trying not to think about it? You know who's got nothing on their mind though? Nathan MG, no thoughts, mind empty, orb in hand. That was well earned. They got that with strong consistency and quick moves. Now it's Muzzle, 3D Salmon, Endless Ascent, Proto Pizza. This was a tough level tonight. So again, if anybody has any questions, just open invite if you want to ask a question, shout it out or whatever. Nathan, yo, thank you for the raid. Well played as always. Well played. You're really good. Don't forget, y'all drop a follow. Go follow the racers, see how they're doing, grab some emotes, put your favorite racers emote in chat if you want to support. These are all fun and cool things to do. Sometimes that really happens, yeah. I think there's actually something, I think that can be explained, because I've also had that happen on some levels. And I think, I mean, at least for me, sometimes it's that in the first section, you're learning the gimmick. And sometimes it's a tricky gimmick, so it's kind of drilling itself into your head, and you spend a lot of time figuring out the tricky setups to use the gimmick and how to apply it to the level. And then by the time you get to the second section, now you're cooking. Now you know, like, aha, yeah, I know about this gimmick now. Because the first half just kind of beat it into your brain. So I've had that happen too, where like I'm struggling, and then the second half is just like, no problem. Like you already fooled me enough in the first section. Like now it's your tricks aren't gonna work anymore. We were discussing on my stream the other day the possibility of having 3 spirits that haunt people to teach them the meaning of other holidays, and we lit upon the idea of 3 spirits that teach people the meaning of April Fool's Day. And I feel like this is a good thing that we need. We need 3 spirits who visit like really square and boring people with no sense of humor and like teach them how to prank people on April Fool's Day. Yeah, you know, like some stodgy bank manager, like, Scrooge, when was the last time you ever put a whoopee cushion under your friend's chair? And he's like, I'm sorry, I never did. I never knew. I'm sorry. All your friends are out there dumping buckets of ice water on each other, and you're just sitting at home. Oh, I've wasted my time. I've been such a curmudgeon. I'll go out and build the gnarliest Kaizo level of them all! Yeah, Fen, your first sections are harder because you run out of ideas during the second, yeah. You could just borrow my philosophy and just refuse to do anything else or go an inch farther until you solve the problem of design that you're already on. Even if it means working on one checkpoint section for 5 months. It doesn't, just refuse to budge at all. Just absolutely refuse to compromise ever. And then literally spend 5 to 8 months working on 3 screens. Go for it. Go for it. Give that a try. See how you feel about it. You'll have your next hack out in 10 years. I don't know why I'm so gosh darn stubborn about things like that, but I just absolutely refuse to budge an inch. Like, well, I can't think of something and I'm not moving anywhere. Why don't you just work on something else? Like, nope, I'm gonna finish this. You take the Kurt Vonnegut approach to doing it, where you just edit everything so much that by the time it's done, it's freaking done. The problem with naps in stories is that people want to live vicariously through stories, and when the characters nap and they don't get to, it makes us sad. Like, you feel how the characters feel. I learned that very insightful bit of advice. If the characters are feeling chill and relaxed, then you'll feel chill and relaxed. Slaughterhouse 5 world? You could do that. You could become unstuck in time. Personally, I'm waiting for the Kurt Vonnegut pinball machine. Is it just... Oh, yo, pro! No pizza. Is it just me, or are the Muppets really long overdue for a pinball machine? Couldn't you see that? Heck, even Jersey Jack. Let him have it. I don't care. It feels like a Jersey Jack kind of thing. You know? No, there's no Muppets pinball. There's none, and it really should be. I was playing at the arcade today. I know, I was playing Guns N' Roses. I was playing Jersey Jack Guns N' Roses today. And it's the only one in town, so by default, I like it. So that's why I brought them up in the first place. You were playing those docs. You were playing that Weird Al multimorphic, right? I did see that. I have never even gotten my hands on one of those. I actually appreciate your review. I was reading that. I appreciate your review of that because I've heard essentially positive things. Yeah, but to hear that is changing my mind a little bit. I went out to this arcade today, man, and like, I've never seen, I'm not even joking. I mean, I am joking. I'm telling a joke, but it's the truth. Is that I have never seen so many arcade one-up machines in one room at the same time before ever. Muzzle! So close. But seriously, I really feel like Muppets Pinball should be a thing. Like, man, it's right there, you know? It's right there. Like, all the characters, you collect the characters, and you start the grand finale show at the end with all the characters, and then all the modes are like the characters doing their little thing on stage, like spin the spinner to make people laugh at Fozzie's jokes, or hit the pop bumpers to make Animal do a drum solo. Right, you know, the plunger is Gonzo getting shot out of the cannon. Ain't Easy being green mode with Kermit, where you gotta hit the green shots or something. It's right there, right? You got Statler and Waldorf up there. You could have like little, they could be like on the topper on the machine, and they like insult you while you play. I've never seen such a drain. This whole game is a drain. You know, like that'd be so good. It's right there. It's right the heck there. You know, after hearing your thoughts, Doc, I'm changing my tune on P3, and I want to try one. Next time I see Galactic Tank Force, I'll give it a go. I will try. Or no, that's not. It's Galactic. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Galactic Tank Force is multimorphic. Anyhow. Oh, Muzzle. They are right there, so close. Muzzle in the upper left. Really close for that up pipe. I think Scooby-Doo looks rough. I haven't got to play it either, and I'm judging a book by its cover a little bit, but it looks rough. It looks rough. Now on the other side of that coin, I know we give Jersey's Jack, we give him the runaround. Muzzles, oh, they're there. Gonna do it. But you know, I've warmed up to Guns N' Roses. Against my will, I've learned so much about the band Guns N' Roses that I never intended to know. Like the fact that they have 7 members in the band, that's too many, man. That's too many members. You gotta kick somebody out. But you know, it's fun. It's silly. Make some shots, make the lights go. There's 30 modes and 50 patches, and you're never gonna memorize it all. So just look at the screen and shoot whatever shots it tells you to do, and get a 7-ball multi-ball with a ball save that lasts for 2 minutes. It's just hilarious. It's just flashing and yelling at you all the time, and you're just like, okay. It's fun. I have gotten to play a little bit of Foo Fighters, just a hair. I loved it. It's really good. The layout is really good. Add to that too, I actually got my hands on, I know we're talking pinball here at ROM Hack Races, but I don't get to talk pinball with Doc that much. I got my hands on Venom. I got to play Venom at the Pittsburgh Retro Con that we went to. 1 game, 2 balls in, and I'm like, yeah, I see why everybody likes this. I think the layout is a little bit boring. I don't know, fan layout is whatever, but it's good. It's really fun, and it shoots really well, and I see why people like it. Big recommend. Proto, pizza, maybe 3D salmon. Oh, 3D salmon with the chance. Ah, you gotta be quick though, that piranha is sinking down. Proto pizza, let's do it. Oh, let's go. Ah, that was it. That was it. They're gonna get it. They're gonna get it. We've got great consistency from all these racers right now. Yo, oh man, 3D salmon. You know what you might be able to... No, you need to jump. I was gonna say, you might be able to like P-switch yump up into that up pipe, but not without paying for it. No free yumps under capitalism. A little bit of economic theory with our Kaizo. Muzzle back for another try. I like their approach for that end. They give themselves a wide berth. Nicely done, yo. We're in there, Muzzle. Well played, yo. Hey, yo, drop a follow. I think y'all should check out Muzzle. They are a really talented player, actually. They have cleared some really tough acts. Casio, chiefly among them. They're very talented. Let's go, Muzzle. Join. Yeah, well, thanks for the shout out. Join us in following. I love to see the G's for everybody. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. Like I said, like y'all help make this what it is, you know, by encouraging the kind of community that we have. It takes all of us. It takes chat to create a culture of being supportive. You know what I mean? It really does. And if chat's gonna be around, if everyone is gonna make a culture of like, who got first, who's the best, who's this is the best, the hardest, the most ever, you know, then it's not, you know, it's not as encouraging. Then what's a new person gonna do? Well, they all said this player's the best. I don't, you know, it's not as welcoming. And I really appreciate that everybody puts in. You all do put in work for that. You all make that happen by supporting each other, posting GGs for each other, hanging out, not focusing on, you know, first place or whatever, you know. It's really, I think it helps a lot. It helps a heck of a lot, because every new Kaizo player that we encourage today might be the most amazing maker of tomorrow, the most incredible speedrunner player that we've ever seen, you know. And here they are, you know, getting their start or just finding some welcoming friends here at ROM Hack Races to be encouraging and get them started on their journey. That really helps, and it owes a lot to the health of our community. A diverse ecosystem is a healthy one. But these are, unfortunately, for our good time, I guess, the final four. We got First Name Butt up here. We got 3D Salmon, Endless Ascent, and Ye Old Proto Pizza. Oh no, 3D Salmon. Oh, they were right there. You know, it's proving tricky for the racers to feed Yoshi the mushroom as it's coming out of the block, right? They throw that shell and then it hits the block, mushroom comes out, and then they gotta jump over and grab it with Yoshi's mouth, right? That's not easy to do. And I'd like to use that obstacle in particular to highlight what the strong skill there is. And it's something that I always talk about, which is being able to land on half of a block, or being able to land on a quarter of a block. Can you, as the player, are you subtle enough with the controls to jump and land only on the left corner of the block, or only on the right corner? The better control you have over that, the easier something like feeding Yoshi this mushroom would be. And then we also get like Proto Pizza dropping it, which is a pretty smart strat as well. But the idea that you're gonna hold Yoshi and land on the extreme left-hand side of that block so that you don't touch the mushroom, but Yoshi's mouth does. And that's that very precise positioning control going on there. Oh, geez, that was it. That P-switch sound. Almost. Proto Pizza's almost done here. 3D Salmon's almost done here. If you're having fun, gently boop that follow button and come back and see us on Saturdays at 8 p.m. Eastern is the race start. We start about 7:30 with the pre-show. And anyone can sign up a race if you want to, too. But if you just like watching, really glad to have you. Proto Pizza and 3D Salmon. Look at this, the battle of consistency. Oh, Proto, so close. Oh man, the battle of the consistency right now. Who's it gonna be? Oh, yo, thank you, 3D Salmon doing a little dance for us. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I think a platforming game is incomplete unless you can dance with your character. I think that always should be the case. First name Butt up here in the upper left, getting to this spin jump section. Oh, that was so clean. Proto Pizza. I watched that whole run. That was clean, man. Hitting the just clean motions. Real snappy. GG Pizza. That'd be a good name for a pizza place. Like, yo, where are we gonna go for a slice? Like, let's go to GG Pizza. Like, yeah. Yeah, let's. 3D Salmon. Making our final 3, first name Bud, Endless Ascent, 3D Salmon. Oh, I hope y'all are having the excellent night that you so absolutely deserve. Thanks for making ROM Hack Races a little part of your Saturday. This is always so fun to do. I want to give shout-outs while we're hanging here to, once again, just the volunteers who helped us out. The testers this week, RB Pimlico, Fen, Mythrillionaire, Blue Ribbon High Life, Solve for X. The scouts this week, Blue Ribbon High Life, Fen, Starlord. Restreamer this week, the ever-amazing Dr. No. And always like Ampersam helping us with the base ROM, Kelgand helping us with the tech, D to the 4 helping us with so many things, the website and codes, and you. In chat, helping us watch. This was a brainer, yes. Yes, it was. But thank you for the raid, and good work, as usual. Man, I'm rooting for 3D Salmon here. They know it. They've got it all. They just gotta get that real quick movement at the end. Yo, first name Butt. Trying for those spins. Good work. Yeah, that is true, Fen. They're not doing themselves any favors by doing the extra jump beforehand. The thing with that, you know, the piranha there is on kind of a it's a form of a timer where, like, when the piranha plant spawns, it jumps up, and then if there is nothing underneath it, it's just gonna fall into that pit. So The idea being that you don't want to dwaddle and hang around too much after spawning the piranha plant in, because the more time it's on screen, the less time you have to work with it. But yeah, the way 3D Salmon is moving in this part is changing that spawn moment a little bit, enough to where the piranha plant could end up in a bad location for them. Hey, here's something too. You know, I want to point out that we have like a suggestion box on Discord, and you know, if you volunteering, whatever, but if you have ideas, if you have thoughts or things that you'd like to share with us, just want to say that we're open to that and would love to hear from people what you like, what you don't like, things like that. So use it if you wanna. I, for one, am looking forward to a fun, spooky season around here. We got that cool Halloween level from FYRE150 coming up. That's going to be a lot of fun. Halloween is one of my favorite holidays of all time. It's the one that just quite couldn't get co-opted enough, you know what I mean? It's just like candy and skulls. And sure, you can capitalism that, but not the whole way. See, years ago, I thought Halloween was dumb. And then I was visited by 3 spirits that showed me the true meaning of Halloween. Those 3 spirits, Casper the Friendly Ghost, the Ghost of Christmas, Halloween Past was Casper, Halloween Present was Jack Skellington, and the Ghost of Halloween Future was the Crypt Keeper, of course. Hello, kitties. I, for one, imagine that the Crypt Keeper is talking to real kitties. And he's reading them a story. You don't read stories to your cats? Oh no! 3D Salmon, that was so good! Skytree and I have been watching a lot of old school Tales from the Crypt for Halloween season. Now every time I feed Mallow, I'm just like, what did you think, kitties? I hope you all are having a great season. I love the autumn time, I love the Halloween time, and I hope your season's off to a lovely start. You know, we're gonna make like Humpty Dumpty and have a great fall. Yeah, we're here. 3D Salmon, they know what they want. They know. Rod Sterling had some of the greatest monologues in all of monologuery. Ah, 3D Salmon, man, I believe. I believe. Gotta believe. OG Twilight Zone is very good, yes. Very good. That was the other year for Halloween. Sky and I watched all the OG Twilight Zones. We have our traditional Halloween movie scare-a-thon. We always pick something different for the month of October. Oh man. Every time I'm rooting for you. 3D salmon, I believe. I believe in the salmon. Not as much as my cat, but enough. 3D salmon Mallow will never stop rooting for you. Ever. Halloween Town. Oh, I remember Halloween Town and Halloween Town 2, Calabar's Revenge. I do remember Halloween Town. There's a reference to Halloween. There's a very obscured reference to Halloween Town in a very old song of mine. There's 4 movies? And B2DE is here for a raid? Thank you so much. Thanks for playing. There's 2 more Halloween Town movies that I never knew about? Oh, I gotta watch these. Uh-oh, cause Halloween Town 2, Calabar's Revenge was just so gripping, let me tell you. They're not, I think they're a little alright, to be fair, they're a little cheesy. But I like that about it. Oh man. There's a reason I've never heard of them? Well, the secret's out, Buster. Wow, 2 more Halloween Towns. Jeez. Alright, let's go. Is Calabar in them? Does he do some stuff? Cause he's got a cool villain name. For those that aren't in on the joke here, Halloween Town was an old school Disney Channel movie about a young lady and her grandmother who's played by that one actress that everybody loves. You know, what's her name? Was she on the Golden Girls? She's like in like a lot of things. I can't remember her name. But she's a witch and she's from Halloween Town. And that's where it's Halloween every day, like in that song. Was it Betty White? Wait, is it, what, yeah, it was, no, I don't think so. Hang on, who played the, no, I know who Betty White and B. Arthur are. I know who both those people are, I don't know who played, you know what, we're here on the internet. His grandma's name is Aggie. Her grandma, in the thing, her name is Aggie. Debbie Reynolds. It's Debbie Reynolds. Actress Debbie Reynolds is remembered as Grandma Aggie from Halloween Town. That was, okay, wow, that was Debbie Reynolds. Huh, what do you know? That was Debbie, yeah, okay, that's why, yeah, huh, okay. Okay, yeah, I don't think she was a Golden Girl, though, was she? Debbie Reynolds was also the voice of Charlotte the Spider in the old school animated Charlotte's Web. Sang one of the most heartbreaking songs in the world. Just trivia. I know lots of dumb things. Oh yeah, you know what's not dumb? 3, and I cannot stress this enough, D Salmon. Gotten that orb. Getting in there. GG, well earned. That was a good fight. They stuck with it. I appreciate that dedication, determination. That's what it takes to win Kaizo games. I love how the Crypt Keeper just has like non-stop puns about just being like a dead guy, you know what I mean? It's just like all the time, you know. And then there were two. It's Endless Ascent on the right side. First name Butt on the left. And we've got the second section for Endless, first for Butt. You know, while we have some time, like, how's your day? What are you up to? How's your weekend? I hope you're doing well. I hope you get a chance to relax, or maybe go to a party, or if you're not feeling social, maybe just stay home and hug a cat. Whatever you're into, I hope that you're really getting something good out of it. You so deserve that. Trust me, I know that. Playing Baldur's Gate? Nice, nice. Oh, that's really exciting. Yo, thanks for the announcement, Doc. Next week is a debut maker for us, but a name people certainly know. ROM Hack Race 262 will be brought to us by FYRE150. That's really exciting. I like their style. Boy, that's going to be interesting. They made one of my favorite levels from the last KLDC. Which, oh yeah, hey Doc, thanks for helping us out with all the KLDC stuff. I got 5 levels to go, and then I'm going to get my scores in. Thanks so much. Doc, also ROM Hack Race, Luminary, and Helper, also helping us out with all kinds of stuff for SMW Central, getting the KLDC site ready to go, and helming that particular vessel. Am I the last judge that hasn't finished yet? I feel like I am. I feel like everybody else is, like, done forever. But yeah, FYRE150 made a really interesting level from the last KLDC. Louis, that doesn't surprise me in the slightest. You know what? That doesn't surprise me at all. They are just that good, man. I don't mean like shade on that. That just, yeah, that's yeah, the one judge that is done already. Yeah, that tracks. Yeah, that is impressive. I can't do 10 straight hours of Kaizo anymore. I can't. I just can't. I just can't. But definitely look forward to that. I'm trying to think of what I don't remember the name of FYRE150's level from the last KLDC. Was it just called Untitled? I think it was just called Untitled. It was really interesting though. Weird graphics, and that's a cool style. FYRE150 has a really interesting style. I'm really curious to see what they've made for us. Oh, and yo, hey, something that just came to mind, because I like to use this space to try to shout out our friends and talk about what's going on in the community. 2 things, actually. One, there's a lot of cool hacks on SMW Central, as always, but I wanted to point you in the direction of To Shell and Back from Bucks Retro. I was playing it the other night. It's a nice, fresh new shell hack. Really tough, but if you like some shell stuff, big recommend on that one. And the other community news bulletin that I wanted to do was I wanted to shout out Shovda, who just earlier today did a really, really good run, a good Kaizo showcase at the Speedrun Coliseum. SMW Central moderator, great Kaizo player, and friend extraordinaire. What else? What else is going on in the community? I feel like I should have a little space for like community headlines. What's new in the world of Kaizo? Oh, geez, yeah. Oh, OLDC. That'll be fun. I like seeing what everybody makes for that. KLDC this year has been stunning so far. I'm down to my last 5, and they're all puzzles. I saved all the puzzles for last. So good job, Glitch. Way to think. And while it's not it's not all about the competition, I will say that when we focus on that narrow range of things and make it about the competition, this is the most competitive and stacked KLDC that I think I've seen. They have all been very good, and they've all been competitive, and this one has such a high density of levels where I'm going to my notes and I'm just like, I don't really have any complaints. This was great. That one part, I didn't know what to do, and then I did, and it was awesome. And that's like kind of it. Whoa, I like this. SMW Central is getting ready to launch the first ever SMB3 LDC? That's going to be awesome. That's going to be really cool. That's really cool. Maybe someday in the future we could finally have an SMB2 LDC. Once there's the double-digit amount of Mario 2 hacks out there. Hey, our ranks have grown by 1. CO Kadelic has been working on a really nice-looking SMB2 hack. So there's literally 3 or 4 of us all around the world making these hacks, making Mario 2. I'm just saying, our numbers are growing. Pretty soon there's gonna be 5 of us, and then you better watch out. Watch out, Morsel. Watch out, World Peace. We got 2 people in our scene. Yo, that is awesome. SMW Central partnering with SMB3 Prime to help bring our communities together, make some great tutorial resources. People can learn SMB3 Foundry, the new Mario 3 hacking utility. That's very cool. Yo, GG3D Salmon, that is. Thank you so much for the raid. Thanks for racing with us. Well played. Mallow the Cat is always cheering you on. He's a #1 fan. Nah, you did great. You did it. Well, let me just say that Mallow the Cat is your #1 fan. Who is he rooting for all the time? 3D Salmon. Yeah, what Mithrillionaire said. So just know, 3D Salmon, when things seem tough, when things seem down and out, just remember that Mallow always believes in you. Don't feel dumb because you didn't know. Feel smart because you learned it. Dumb people don't learn, And smart people don't always know everything. Yo, Cloud Glitch, that's a good one. That's a good one. I like that one. I remember back when I learned orb glitch, and I posted a photo of it on my Facebook years ago, and my buddy messaged me. He's like, "Man, I can't believe you actually did that," because I have this friend that swears that when they were a kid, they accidentally did orb glitch, and they never figured out like what happened. Like, yeah, I got it. I got that orb in my box one time, and I never understood what I did or how that worked or what happened. I thought I like found a secret or something. Like, nope. You just accidentally did a weird glitch. But I like, my buddy has no reason to lie about that, and I believe it. I feel like it probably is possible to accidentally orb glitch. Yo, you beat Send Your Regrets to the Czar. Good job. Those now your regrets are labeled and organized and sitting on the shelf of the Czar. And so you don't have to have them anymore, you know? You're free. Just take all your regrets and send them to the Czar. You know, like stuff your stories in a sack. Like, oh man, I'm sorry I'm late, dude. Traffic was awful. Like, hey bro, send your regrets to the Czar. We're here to have a fun time. You know, another one you might like, if you like the power up fire flower glitch, have you looked at it's called power up incrementation? It's a glitch that changes the state of Mario, and if you do it well enough, you can run around as like a weird glitchy Mario. It's like, you can look it up on YouTube. It's an interesting set of tricks. Well, we scheduled 2 hours every Saturday for these broadcasts. We're getting about up to that time, so we're gonna see what the plan is here. First Name Butt and Endless Ascent still hanging out, working hard, and that's really commendable. I mean that in not a patronizing way. These levels are challenging, and the winning strat is to stick with it. You know, the winning strat is to try your best and keep at it. So the racers are welcome to go as long as they want to, but we are going to throw it over for a raid here at the 2 hour mark. But I hope that you will come back and hang out again with us on Saturday for another race. Next week we got that Hueluta level. It's going to be awesome. Race with us if you want to, or just hang out on the Discord server and chat with chat. Grab the base ROM for your next project. And if you want to learn a little bit more about Kaizo or mechanics, or get some help passing a level or something, feel free to ask. That's what the ROM Hack Races Discord server is all about. That is also pretty cool. You did power up incrementation. That's real cool. I like that. I like that. I like that stuff. Very cool. But it is reaching about that time for us. So I'm gonna say thanks again to everybody who helped with this tonight. All the racers, good job racing. You all played very well. All the viewers, you did a great job watching. I really appreciate that. It was killer. That one time that you were watching, oh man, unforgettable. Good job. Thanks again to the testers, RB Pimlico, Fen, Mithrillionaire, Blue Ribbon, Solver X, and Amper, and Doc on the restream, Starlord on the scout, and also Blue Ribbon helping us scout tonight. Thank you all so much. It's really nice. I want to say, like, on a personal note, Doc, it was nice to do a stream with you. I like when you're the restreamer. I know, you're busy. We're team effort and everything, but it's just nice. It's like, oh, good old Dr. No, my good friend. I hope you're well, Doc. You're a great person, and I'm really glad to know you. Y'all make this really cool, and ROM Hack Races is always my favorite part of Saturdays. So I hope you all have a good night. Thank you for watching. We can get that raid going whenever. We're going to go say hey to Endless Ascent, and I'll let you know that, of course, you matter. Your thoughts matter, your heart matters, your feelings matter. You matter to other people in your lives. You matter to me as human beings. You matter to the internet's #1 Longboy Furret, and the people that matter to you in your lives would love to hear from you about that. We know Black Lives Matter, LGBTQIA+ lives matter, Indigenous lives matter, disabled and autistic lives matter, and you. I hope to see you around the Kaizo community, maybe around the ROM Hack Races Discord server. Drop a follow for the racers, and man, I will see you all again next week. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good rest of your evening. Peace out.